Attention, Stone Cold Steve Austin, my good buddy. Years ago, when you came into the WWE, I saw you at WrestleMania 13 when you went against Bret the Hitman Hart. I love you for who you are. I love you for what you taught me. I'm happy for what you taught us men. You taught us men, all of us, how to fight people, how to fight our bosses. I love you, Mr. Austin, for everything you've done for us. And believe it or not, you've done a lot for us over the years in the world of wrestling entertainment. So I have to say to you, sir, I applaud you for who you are. You're a great man for teaching us. I teach my own people now who are disabled to fight for what they believe in. I teach my people that I'm their father. I teach my people, my children, disabled children all across America, to never forget this day on who you are and what you can achieve. To you, my children, don't call me Neil or Commissioner of the Advisory Committee. I took something from 2015 and made it like it was. Or like it is today. Like I said, I took something in 2015 and I made it what it is today. And thanks to me, and I'm getting more people into applying for a job at my agency. I mean, I didn't build it. I go there. They're my children. To all those disabled men and women, they're my brothers and sisters, but they're my children nonetheless. And to those who don't know what disabled people are, or they're afraid to know us, we are people that fight for something we believe in. Something you kids really need to listen to. And I hate to say it, but my people deserve to be happy, just like all of you. And the federal government can really kiss my ass. And promise you guys, I don't promise you anything until I get paid for something I do. So either way, federal government, you want me to respect you. It ain't gonna happen. Because the commissioner of the advisory committee of Trinity Services, You know, basically, one day, senators of Washington, we too will wake up. One day you'll have to deal with me, even if I have to come down there into Washington and talk to you. You'll have to talk to me, whether you like it or not. Just remember who you're fighting against. And it's not a bunch of Trump. It's not just a bunch of Trump weirdos who have no brains or anything. It's us too. I believe in my heart that my father, Howard David Meyers, would be proud of me if basically people like you, this is like my 13th video, to all you senators who make over $1 million, just remember who put you there. It was the American people. It was just you jackasses. And none of you were, and you won't. And just remember who put you there. We did too. Because I don't think you jackass weirdos on the Supreme Court know who put you there too. And that was us. And my brothers and my children. Children who are disabled, who are in their 40s, 30s, 50s, whatever age you are. I love you all. Today is your day. This is your day of deliverance. This is your day of fun. Don't listen to people who tell you you can't do something. Because believe me, you can. Those of you who are severely mentally retarded, like me, but severe, don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do with your life. You're important. This is one man that tells you, I love you. And believe it or not, I do love you. For my own people, I do not cry. I lost 5 brothers. I cry in my own passing time, in my own time. To all of you senators and just non-believers of disabled people that should have rights, shut your mouth behind your teeth. I'm a man that almost went to death. Now, to those of you who are celebrities, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to grow up a little bit sooner than you think. Especially one Rena Mero. She has no right to treat any of us like nothing. I understand that Rena Mero has an attitude issue. It ain't gonna happen with me. Serena Merrill, if you and your husband, Brock Lesnar, have an attitude, listen here, jackass, you don't treat me the way you do. You don't treat anybody the way you do. I don't care what you do, what you two do. I don't care what you two do for a living. Mr. Lesnar, being a WWE superstar and a UFC superstar, that does not impress me. And you're not my favorite. Because you're the biggest jackass that I ever saw in my entire life. That's 2-time double jackass you are. First you go out, first you leave wrestling to go out for a football team, like the Minnesota Vikings. Big mistake. People made fun. Your teammates made fun of you for being in wrestling. That's something you should have stayed with instead of being a jackass. And Rena, instead of calling yourself Sable, people should have called you Dog for what you really are. And how about Ungrateful Bitch? That's another thing that people should have called you. And I've read what Brock Lesnar said about you, or what anybody said about you. I heard people say that Rena Merrill is a private person. She's full of shit, you know. Yeah, she lives up in Canada with her husband, Brock Lesnar. Something at the time that she never cared for Mark Merrill. And Mark Merrill told me everything about you, Sable. Practically. Well, almost practically. Mark Merrill is a good person. He was a good man to you. He loved you a lot. So to Mark Merrill, I know how you feel, sir. I know sometimes you feel hurt that you don't have Rena Merrill anymore, your ex-wife. I know you miss her. My heart goes out to you. According to Mr. Merrill, who knows what kind of attitude you had, Rena, when you had Wayne Richardson. Since you didn't give a shit about his life either. Your daughter Marsha felt that way and I'm sure she loved her father. And then Mark Merrill came along. Your daughter Marsha loved him too. But you had this sex relationship with Brock Lesnar instead. You wanted to rock the cradle a little more. That's what you did. Therefore, I don't give a crap what you think of me. I don't care what crying you do to the police out here in Chicago. There are other important things in America. Miss Merrill, or should I call you Miss Lesnar? Rena, people are dying from COVID-19. I don't know if you had your vaccine shots, the two of you. So personally, I don't care what happens to the two of you. And this is this is Commissioner Neil's new rule. It's to treat your asses the way I see it. Like a bunch of pain in the ass, those stuck-up brats. Like I said, I feel sorry for Mark Merrill because he lost a beautiful woman that he cared for. Mr. Merrill. Your wife was something to you. And I know how you feel about her. I'm sure you have photos of you and Rena. And I'm sure you loved her very, very much. And I'm sure it hurted a lot when she divorced you and left for Brock. Brock Lesnar's nothing but a scumbag. A little puppy dog. That's all I got to say about that one. Now, to Amy, who used to work at Dual here in Chicago, and you know who you are. You got me fired for nothing. For trying to be your friend when you thought I was in love with you. Because you're the biggest piece of crap I ever saw my entire life. And you thought you found your millionaire husband. Derek was your husband. Because he got you pregnant. And you let him play with you. That's fine. Because I can't stand you. And I'm glad I don't have to deal with your ass anymore because you suck. Like an ungrateful bitch who discriminated against men who are my children, who are disabled. And the most of you people suck, period, who are discriminating against my brothers and sisters, my children who are disabled. Either way, I do not care for celebrities, because they're just millionaires getting trophies, which they shouldn't be getting any. And I'm on Power of 10 with Drew Carey, who turned game show host. You do one fantastic job on The Price is Right, Mr. Carey. And we're grateful for you. I'm glad you're out. I'm glad Bob Barker's out. As of those of you who don't know anything about Bob Barker, he caused a lot of problems. The way I look at things, one Power of 10 on Drew Carey's show back then, he read a question, and it said something particular like, would you watch an award show where millionaires get trophies, or would you watch football? Monday or Sunday night football. America voted for football instead of the award shows, and only idiots watch that. These celebrities don't deserve awards. Those awards should be we should get those who worked, those who made the country, those who go for Special Olympics deserve awards, trophies, real trophies, or real medals like they do at the real Olympics. But it's crap, pure